तो अभी मेरा सुबह का मैं अपना मील बना रहा हूँ, मील 1. सो वी हैव 300 grams ऑफ एग वाइट्स इसके अंदर. दिस इज़ व्हाट आई यूज़, लिक्विड एग वाइट्स. इंडिया में मैं अपने जो एग वाइट्स आपने देखी है मेरी दूसरी वीडियो जिसके अंदर मैं अंडों से एग्स निकाल के योक्स एंड एग वाइट्स अलग करके मैं डालता हूँ. सो 300 grams ऑफ दैट एंड देन इसके साथ में डालूंगा 2 होल एग्स. These are the omega-3 ones. इसमें थोड़ा सा omega-3 content ज़्यादा होता है. So that's why the yolks you can see कि they are orange yolks, slightly better and has a little bit more nutrition than अगर आप regular eggs use करोगे. And उसके साथ यहाँ पे I have turkey bacon. So turkey is like जिनको नहीं पता, turkey is like chicken, उससे ज़्यादा बड़ी bird होती है. And उसका जो ये bacon है turkey का, it's kind of like a lean bacon. So has less fats than the जो pork meat के साथ जो वो bacon बनाते हैं. I like to incorporate it sometimes in my off season. अभी तो मेरे को already था almost 9th month है मेरे off season का. So food is becoming थोड़ा सा ज़्यादा monotonous. तो इसीलिए थोड़ा सा flavor डालने के लिए, because egg whites में इतने टाइम से इतने सारे खा रहा हूँ कि now I don't have as much appetite. तो थोड़ा बहुत flavor से it just helps me to eat the whole meal. So these two strips of bacon will help me get my food down easily. So इसलिए I have a little bit of mix. Otherwise, traditionally I will use 3 eggs to get the fats and a little bit of protein. So इसका macro almost similar है इसके लिए. So I mix it up a bit. And then I have 105 grams, sorry, of oats. तो अभी मेरा maintenance phase चल रहा है. So then basically I'm trying to like just maintain the new muscle tissue that I've gained for about 3 months. So I had about 16 weeks of growth phase. Not even 16, I think 4 weeks का मैंने mini cut किया था, and then 12 weeks का growth phase. So because of that, now I'm just trying to maintain this new tissue. जैसे सीमेंट होता है, आप सीमेंट पहले डालते हो, उसको सीमेंट को फिर आप हार्डन करते हो, so let it you dry up, right? So that's kind of like the analogy कि अभी ये जो सीमेंट है ये अभी dry हो रहा है. अब जब ये dry हो जाएगा, then इसके बाद मैं एक और phase करूँगा जिसके अंदर I'm going to try to gain more muscle. And add on to this hardened cement के ऊपर एक और layer लगेगी जो नए सीमेंट की होगी, फिर उसको hard किया जाएगा. And then when I cut down, I'm gonna have this new muscle tissue that should stick with me. So I usually like to थोड़ा सा इसके अंदर मैं I'll add a little bit of cayenne pepper या chili pepper थोड़ा सा flavor के लिए, and some black pepper. Let's see if I can find that here. I'm going to find that right here. So a little bit of black pepper, a little bit of chili, and that's about it. उसके साथ मैं अपने oats के अंदर मैं डालूँगा about 150 gram of mangoes या 1 banana. मैं तो switch करता रहता हूँ. So obviously अभी fresh mangoes यहाँ पे नहीं आ रहे. मैं इंडिया के fresh mangoes use कर रहा था Alfonso, but right now I'm just using the regular Mexican mangoes होते हैं यहाँ पे, which is not as good, not tasty at all. They're the worst mangoes I've ever had. But जो हमारे इंडिया में तोतापुरी mango होता है उसके अंदर flavor होता है इतना. But it's better than eating bananas all the time क्योंकि मेरा pre-workout week में भी I eat a banana. So I do incorporate a little bit of fruits at this point in my off season to get micronutrients, and again makes your calories थोड़ा सा ज़्यादा आसान होती है खाने के लिए. So I have blueberries that I'm gonna add to it, which has also a lot of nutrition. It's superfood, and mangoes and my oats, and then I'm gonna add a little bit of cinnamon in there to just flavor it. And then this is gonna be my protein and fats, and that's kind of my carbs also. So that's my morning meal, pretty much daily for I think this is my 9th month, as I said, of eating the same food. थोड़ा बहुत क्वांटिटी चेंज होती रहती है. राइट नाउ एज आई सेड मैंने थोड़ा सा अपनी क्वांटिटी कम करी है मैंने अपने ओट्स की. सो व्हाइल आई वाज ट्राइंग टू गेन मसल इट वाज 120 ग्राम ऑफ ओट्स, एंड जब मैं नेक्स्ट टाइम अपने ग्रोथ पे जाऊंगा आई टू बिकम अप टू लाइक 150 to 180 grams of oats, and that's lot of oats to eat in the morning. But right now because maintenance I brought my calories down by about 5%. तो मेरी calories थी about I think 50 to 100 calories थी मेरी peak off season में. तो मैंने 50 to 100 कैलोरीज का मैंने 5% कट करके, because I was still maintaining weight. मैं लास्ट के 2-3 हफ्ते I wasn't really gaining much, but I still brought my food down by 5%, especially a little bit of protein and carbs is what I try to bring it down. The reason being कि it gives my stomach and digestion a little bit of rest Even though it's only 5% calories, it still makes a difference for, you know, 8 hafte, 10 hafte, 12 hafte aap ye karte ho. So that's kind of like how I try to do my meso cycle. So meso, like, you know, when you're trying to gain the muscle, like, and the maintenance and growth and cuts. So I like to do it in that way. So I'm doing my own off season. I don't know if you guys know that. I take help from my mentors, my guys that I know, people that know more than me. But basically try to do my own thing. And right now I like how I'm looking, how I'm feeling. My digestion is good, and इस साल मैंने थोड़ा सा अपना slow gain किया है than my last bulk which I did in 2022 January to June जो मैंने किया था. I've gained more. My peak off season weight in that year was 240 pounds. That's when I hit it and I started cutting down. This time around my peak is right now like 224 pounds. So I'm gonna maintain this. Maybe like around 233, 234 weeks. Now I'll maintain it for the next couple of weeks, month or so. And then I'm gonna try to bring it down. So 233 to 234, so I'm gonna bring it down to like a 2 or 3 week mini cut to about 229, 228 is where I feel like, you know, my insulin sensitivity and my body fat and everything should be in a perfect state to do another long growth phase. So my goal would be to hit about 240 pounds like I did last year, but be a lot leaner than what I was in 2022. But again, I don't really care about my body weight. 240, my hit karu na karu. What I really care about is my strength level in the gym, in my performance, and how I really look, how my muscles are looking. Is it like harder and denser muscle than what it was last time? That's what I really care about. So 228, 229, I'm gonna cut down, and then I'm gonna bulk up again. Hopefully, I should be able to hit at least 236, 237, but we'll try for 240. Because then it gives me a good room to, when I start to prep, that I can cut down by, let's say, like at least, even if I cut down by like 30 pounds, 25 to 30 pounds is always my goal. So उससे prep आसान रहती है, आप healthy रहते हो, body fat healthy रहता है. I don't have to do crazy amounts of cardio or do like extremely long preps. So that should help me with my overall goal of 210 pounds on stage, and that's my goal to hit. So we have this turkey bacon, we got the eggs, and I know I should be using the wooden spatula, so थोड़ा सा खराब हो जाता है pan, but that's me being lazy. Oops. And then we have the oats. So what I'm gonna do with this is I'm gonna add 50 grams of blueberries. Now I'm gonna give one blueberry to Pebbles. And I'm gonna add 150 grams of mangoes. Flavor. And because it's off season, what I'm also going to do is add 3 Splendors. थोड़ा सा sweet करने के लिए. So that is, and then yes, of course, the sugar-free ketchup, about a tablespoon. So that is usually my meal one. Not usually, it's always my meal one. Whether I'm in prep or off season or what, just थोड़ी सी quantity बदल जाती है, and then in prep obviously I don't use the fruits. It will just be the blueberries and not the thing. But this is consistent year round. And then with that, I'm gonna have 1 scoop of my greens. So around this time, I don't eat a lot of veggies. just because my appetite already come in. I just feel I don't really feel eating them. I should technically, but I don't. So instead of that, to get the greens and the micronutrients in, what I really do, it's almost over actually. What I do is I get the greens from the green supplement. So this has all the good stuff like spirulina, spinach, collards, wheatgrass, and then some fruits as well. Like it has broccoli, carrot, pineapple, raspberry, apple, and then the digestive enzymes. There's like all the probiotics as well. So like all the good stuff. So it gets me the micronutrients that I need without feeling too full. So I'll either do it 1 scoop, and then as I go into my off season, if I feel like I'll do 2 scoops of that. That's more than enough to get my serving of vegetables and fruits in for a day. So I highly recommend that supplement to anybody and everyone, especially जिनको vegetables खाने का नहीं शौक है. This is done, so I'll open a new one tomorrow. Okay. इंडिया में हम लोगों के पास ये सब करने के लिए लोग होते हैं, यहाँ पे सब खुद करना पड़ता है. तो जिन लोगों को लगता है तो लाइफ बहुत आसान है, हर चीज़ खुद ही करनी पड़ती है, प्लम्बर का काम भी खुद ही करना पड़ता है ना. तो ये वार्डरोब अभी बन रही है, बना दी है थोड़ी सी. टुक अ लॉन्ग टाइम टू डू दिस, बट अभी थोड़ा सा और बचा है. आइए आज संडे की एक्टिविटी है. Meal break. Alright, this is my meal number 2. Plain, simple chicken and rice, chicken breast and rice. Oops. And then मैं इसमें olive oil use कर रहा हूँ, about 15 grams. Olive oil is actually one of my favorite fat sources. You taste, इससे flavor आता है food में, and then it's very good for your overall digestion and just easy to get those fats in a easy to digest way. अगर मैं avocado nuts वगैरह लूँगा, they're heavier, so that's why I just like do this. And then I also like to add 1 tablespoon of hummus, just for some flavor. And I'm going to also use some hot sauce. So to add flavor, I use this Red Frank's Buffalo hot sauce. You can see the calories. It's basically adding sodium. मैं इसके अंदर ऊपर से salt नहीं डालता. So I'm just going to be adding about 15 ml for flavor. आज पेबल्स ही नहा रही हैं. बीटरूट नहीं आती है वो. कभी कभी मैं लगाता हूँ, कभी कभी बार्बर उसके स्टाइलिस्ट. Come here. Hi. What? Where's the fluffy ball? Who's the fluffy ball? Who is it? Hi. Hi. So the first exercise that I did was flat machine press. तो जिसमें आप देख रहे हो ये जो मशीन है it's one of my favorite machines. अभी मैंने recently use करनी शुरू करी है. So it mimics very much like a barbell bench press, but or a Smith machine press जो आपने मुझे पहले करते हुए देखा है. But the good thing about this is that it converges. तो आप जैसे देख रहे हो जब मैं इसको ऊपर ला रहा हूँ तो chest मेरी साथ में हो रही है. So I really like converging movements a lot because right now I'm trying to work on my जो मेरा जो inner area होता है chest का, because upon assessing my physique and asking some of the guys that I know like coaches and mentors that I have, I realized कि मेरी जो outer chest है that is good, वहाँ पे thickness अच्छी है, but you know the inner one is where I need to develop more thickness. तो उसकी वजह से फिर chest is gonna be a fully developed chest जिससे मेरे को like मेरी weakness है वो, so that's why I'm trying to work more on that. So you can see like I'm really trying to squeeze at the top of the motion and keeping constant tension. So weight मैं कम use कर रहा हूँ but मैं constant tension अपनी chest पे रख रहा हूँ the entire time, ऊपर जाते हुए और नीचे लाते हुए. So this is my recovery phase going on right now. So with the recovery phase, it's kind of like I'm just trying to maintain my strength. I'm not trying to get any stronger or build any new tissue. I'm trying to maintain the tissue that I have. So basically ये मेरा जो सीमेंट जब आप डालते हो सीमेंट को हार्ड करना होता है, हार्ड करने के बाद आप नया सीमेंट डालते हो या ब्रिक्स डालते हो, राइट. तो ये वाला फेज़ मेरा वो चल रहा है जिसमें मैं अपना सीमेंट को हार्ड कर रहा हूँ, जो मैंने मसल टिश्यू अपनी डाली है. समथिंग डिफरेंट जो मैंने लास्ट टाइम इस तरीके से नहीं किया था, which is why I feel कि I wasn't able to keep a lot of the muscle that I gained in 2022. So with my metabolism and हम चीज़ें से I've gained through my experience what I need to do to continue to build that new muscle tissue and keep it. So in a healthy way. So that's very important for me to stay healthy up internally as well as externally. So this second exercise that I'm doing is the incline dumbbell press. So I wanted to stick to my usual chest workout. So I keep my chest workout the exact same every week. Abhi I'm doing like a 5-day split on my chest in my workouts. So chest, back, arm, shoulders, legs, each body part one time a week. But for the video, I thought I'll just show you guys like doing a dumbbell press instead of that machine because of कई लोगों के पास वो वाली machine नहीं होती है. So that's why I'm doing the dumbbell incline press. But what I realized while doing this was क्योंकि मैंने ये काफ़ी टाइम से नहीं किया है, I wasn't able to really gauge कि मैं कितने reps कर सकता हूँ किस weight से. So I was supposed to do 12 reps. So I'm keeping my 10 to 12, like 12 to 15 reps rather during this phase of maintenance. And उसमें मैं एक weight से जब मैं 12 rep करता हूँ, then I maintain the weight. I keep the weight the same. But in this, like, I try to go up and over to 90 pounds. But I wasn't able to maintain 12 rep range. I was able to only get like 8 or 9. So just because I did new exercise. तो मैं इसलिए ये दिखाना चाहता था because this is why you shouldn't be changing exercises too often. जो लोग हर रोज़ नया वर्कआउट करते हैं, then how are you going to be able to gauge कि आप strong हो रहे हो या आप maintain कर पा रहे हो या फिर आप अपनी strength को maintain कर पा रहे हो जब आप fat loss कर रहे हो, right? So the main thing is कि keep your I would say majority of your workout the same. Last ki ek aad do exercises you can always change up to have a little bit better pump and whatnot. But main exercises should always be the same for at least 3 to 4 months to gauge your strength. So third exercise here, I'm doing my decline machine press. This is also a new machine I was doing today because जो usual machine मैं करता हूँ that was taken. So वहाँ पे I had to wait another like 2-3 minutes. But obviously because ज़्यादा wait नहीं करना था, I don't want to lose my pump waiting for a machine. So I did this new machine doing for the first time. So I was able to get about 15 reps for each set. A little bit more than I would have liked. जैसे कि मैंने बोला 12 reps पे मैं रखना चाहता था. But it's pretty good that I like this machine, so I might incorporate this again at some point. But it was a good pump that I got from this machine. And as I said, this is a pretty simple, straightforward chest workout. कोई ज़्यादा intensifiers नहीं है, कोई forced reps नहीं है, मैं spot नहीं ले रहा किसी से. It's more like I'm just trying to maintain what I have built. So as long as I can do that, then I can build onto this new muscle, even more muscle, and then go from there. So that's kind of like the ideology in this phase that I have. And शुरू में आपने देखा था मेरे को मैं अपना warm up कर रहा था shoulders वगैरह का, like shoulder की जो bar थी मैंने पकड़ के मैं ऊपर नीचे कर रहा था. That's kind of like for shoulder mobility. Just trying to make sure my whole body is very healthy. Internally तो है ही, but also like joints, tendons, ligaments सबको मैं healthy रख रहा हूँ. There's no injuries, but I also want to maintain कि कोई injuries नहीं हो this entire time before I start my prep.
There's a pin. Have to be careful. The label, I forgot. आज ही मेरे को ये shipment आया the package. This brand new shorts, but I guess I forgot. And this is what was bugging. The pin, which was part of. मुझे पहले feel हो रहा था, but I thought कि I didn't really understand it. Throw it out. This could have been dangerous.
So the next exercise जो मैं कर रहा हूँ ये है incline machine fly. Pretty straightforward. इसमें अगर आप मेरी थोड़ी सी grip देखोगे थोड़ी सी different है with how I keep my arms and shoulders. मैं काफ़ी ज़्यादा फोकस कर रहा हूँ. जैसे मेरे आर्म्स थोड़ी बेंट है बट वो इनवर्ड्स बेंट है, तो बेसिकली मैंने अपने शोल्डर को इनवर्डली रोटेट करके कर रहा हूँ. हर मशीन पे आप ये नहीं कर सकते. दिस इज़ वन मशीन जिसमें मुझे ये चीज़ करने को मिल रही है बिकॉज इसके हैंडल्स ऊपर नीचे हो सकते हैं. सो लाइक जो इसका स्ट्रक्चर है, मैकेनिज्म है, आई कैन लाइक डू दैट कि मैं अपने इंटरनली रोटेट करके शोल्डर को उसको मैं स्टिल आई कैन फील माई चेस्ट अ लॉट मोर. सो आई एम रियली ट्राइंग टू स्क्वीज again, really focusing the squeeze on my inner side of my chest and not really focusing too much on the stretch at the end because मेरा जो focus है मैं उसको अपना maintain करके रख रहा हूँ. And then I finish my workout off with usually I do a decline fly, another machine, or sometimes I'll do like an incline fly dumbbell. But for the last 6 to 8 weeks I've been doing this exercise. तो जब तक 3 या 4 महीने नहीं हो जाते I'm going to keep it the same so that मेरे को पता है कि I've progressed on my strength. And then if I don't like the machine, if I don't feel like I'm increasing my strength, तब मैं अपनी exercise को change करता हूँ तो ताकि muscle gets shocked. So 3 months at least I stick with the same exercise. So इसमें I'm doing this decline fly. Again, I'm really trying to squeeze and focus on my entire chest, and one of my favorite finishers is always a fly movement for my chest. It's something that I've learned from talking to a lot of people, and my chest has been doing well. Like last 2 years, you've seen my chest has kind of like grown a lot more, and I want to continue growing, so that's what I'm doing. So that was the workout today. Pretty simple, straightforward. But right now what I'm doing is I'm stretching. So मैंने शुरू में अपना किया warm up my shoulder, stretch my shoulder infraspinatus, with those with that bar. Now I'm just stretching my chest. So I'm holding these 15-pound dumbbells, 7 kg के dumbbell को मैं hold कर रहा हूँ for about 45 to 60 seconds and really trying to stretch as much as possible to get as much blood in there, and then just making sure कि my muscles are nice and loose so they're not really stiff and tight. So this is something I do for my every body part nowadays. और हर back जो भी मैं exercise करूँगा, जो भी मैं body part train करूँगा, उसके बाद I'm gonna stretch it. And then I finished off my workout with some ab exercises. So I've been training my abs 3 times a week right now, 2 to 3 exercises, 3 to 4 sets. Usually I've been doing about 3 sets right now during my maintenance phase, and then I'll go down to 4. My hamstring looks pretty crazy here. I can see my hamstrings. My legs are something that pretty grow fast for me because I love training them intense. You guys have seen that. So yeah, but I got distracted looking at my hamstrings. Anyways, so this is something I did, like decline crunches, slow and really focusing on the squeezing and the breathing. Breathing is very important for abs, and I'm going to train my abs a lot more as I get closer to the prep. But right now, just maintenance thing is good to keep my core strong and those muscles, still there and growing. And this is hanging leg raises. So I did 3 sets of each, and then I finished off my day. जब अपना मूवी देखने में गया था आज, एक ब्लेक लाइवली की जो नई मूवी आई है, इट एंड्स विद अस, सो उसकी क्लिप मैंने डाली हुई है, एंड दैट वाज द एंड ऑफ द डे.